Hello and welcome to Clear Skies Astro. I'm Gustavo Maestre, and today we're going to be unboxing Askar's FRA 300 Pro Astrograph. It's always so exciting as an astrophotographer to get new gear, and I'm looking forward to getting that box open, showing you the contents, showing you the components, and best of all, towards the end, covering the performance of the Astrograph. Now, at the end of the video, we will be doing a review of the incredible Crescent Nebula, so make sure you stay tuned. And before I let you go, I did want to thank the thousands of people who have taken the time to watch the videos. I really appreciate it, and if you can, please do like and subscribe. Now let's go. Okay, and here we are with the Askar FR 300 Pro. So let's go ahead and we'll cut this box open and check out what's inside. So you can see here it comes in a nice box. This one came from OPT, and this is an unpaid review. This is unbiased. Just my own Astrograph, and here to share the unboxing and some honest information about it. So let's go ahead and we'll get it open. Box within a box. All right, so this is what we have in here. The things inside the box as we're opening it out. First off, you have your manual, warranty, all that good stuff in here. And now it's time. Here's the Astrograph. The Askar FR 300 Pro. The Pro designates the fact that it has a focal ratio of under 5, which takes very fast pictures, quick exposures, also less noise. A couple items in the box, some adapters here. Let's go ahead and we'll get the plastic off this. First off, the weight is very nice. This right here, with the dovetail attached and all the gear, comes in at just about 5.5 pounds, which is really good for most rigs. It's going to be on the lighter end, depending on what you're running, your camera, guide cam, all that good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this Astrograph. For starters, it's a quintuplet. What that means is it has 5 lenses on the inside, and it's an Astrograph. You may ask, what's an astrograph? Well, actually, it's a telescope designed specifically for astrophotography. That being said, it has the lenses built in, so you don't need things like field flatteners. And not to mention, it has an f/5 focal ratio. f/5, the lower the number, means the faster the lenses and the telescope are. So in this case, at an f/5, this can take brighter pictures faster with less noise, which is music to your ears if you're an astrophotographer. And the advantage that gives you is that it was designed from the beginning for astrophotography. So there's no need for corona correction or focal reducers, any of those things, because it's all built in. And speaking of the lenses, it's made with ED glass, which stands for extra low dispersion. And what this glass does is give you true life colors without haloing or chromatic aberration around the picture. This here is a 300 millimeter focal length with a 60 millimeter aperture Astrograph. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Astrograph itself. First off, look at that beautiful Petzval lens. Ready to get outside and take some gorgeous pictures with it. Now, the other things that'll get your attention is that it has a retractable hood with a lock. You can put that in place, and when you have your lens warmer on there, you don't have to worry about the hood moving, which could impact your pictures. Other things is it has a multi-function handle. You can see from the design, might be a little better this way, you can attach your guide scope and lock it right into place. A nice feature of it having the handle here is that the guide scope is centered on the telescope, which is better for balance. On the opposite side, you can see the finder shoe that comes with the telescope itself, which is a nice feature. You could attach things like your ASI Air, or if you wanted to do a finder scope, you do have a place to attach that to it. You also will see the dovetail mount here at the bottom. It's a universal style, 300 millimeter plate, so this will fit most mounts. So we'll go ahead and turn and look at the other side here. You can see the rack and pinion focuser, as well as the fine-tune focusing here. This is a 1:10 ratio, which is nice when you're doing your minor adjustments to your deep sky objects. Another item that's nice here is you have a lock and a field of view adjustment. So you can actually shift the field of view that you're taking in your pictures, which comes in handy rather than turning the camera itself, which can get tricky. All you have to do is loosen a screw, frame your object properly, lock it into place, and you're ready to shoot. These are the different adapters. You see the different ones that come here. Everything from M42, M48, and M54. And these will fit most of your DSLR cameras as well as your Astro cams in those formats. So once you put your guide scope on it, your camera and so forth, you can expect to be somewhere in the range of 9 to 14 pounds of gear in total weight for your mount. So just make sure that this astrograph is within the specs for whatever mount you're using. One thing I'd like to note is that this astrograph does not come with a Bahtinov mask. So I went ahead and purchased an Orion 58 by 83 millimeter universal. You can go ahead and use this, attach the screws, and focus in your telescope so you can get the nice pinpoint stars. That being said, that's the astrograph here, the Askar FRA 300 Pro. Let's go ahead and get outside and get shooting.